Okay. Alrighty then. There we go. Should probably put up the thing here. Let me. Ow. Let's do that. Alright. Boop. I I I hope that works. Okay. So I'm gonna enter here, and it seems like it's working. Good, good. So you guys can only see the starting soon thing. Don't worry, it'll start. It'll start. I just have this thing with me where I have to, you know, I have to get a specific thing ready, cause well, if I'm gonna be talking on the subject of something, I kind of Caddy's watching it. Okay, well. You're gonna be hearing something. Just give me a moment. I know what it sounds like. Trust me. It is. I just need to. There we go. There we go. Go away. Shoo. Leave. Scroll down for. I don't really want to scroll down for details. That's just the thing, I want you to. Ah, shit. Well, I guess that's just gonna stay there then. Alright. Well, if that be the case, then that be the case. Okay. Okay, so 5, 6. I'm going to say 6 is the next one. Correct? Is 6 not it? Okay, it is. I guess I didn't press it hard enough. Alright. So, hello, greetings, and salutations, everybody. My name is Mr. Glitch, as it says in that little TV in the corner. I guess to you guys, but to me, I'm just looking at a screen with the PS5. Yes, so I did say that this stream was coming. And I did say in the Discord that this was going to be much like my opinion channel. Well, not necessarily, technically. I mean, technically, in a specific point of view, yes, it is going to be like that, but it's not completely like that. This is just kind of a little chat that I'd like to have, because we just saw this. Okay, if you haven't, I'm not going to play the whole video. This is basically the format of how I would share my opinions on things. I'd put a picture up and I just voice over the picture, and then that's it. And that's basically what this is. But you know what I mean. So basically, I'm going to be talking to not just, well, actually, yeah, you guys, about the PS5. Not that I have a. No, basically, what I'm trying to say is that it's just let's talk. Let's talk about the PS5 here. Okay. Personally, when I think about it, is from the past look that it had before. This is a huge upgrade in the right direction, I believe. Because I mean, the prototype, was a bit bulky. You know, a bit more bulkier than this one, and that's for sure. And not only talking about the PS5, but we're gonna be talking about its games too. So by all means, let's begin, shall we? Anywho, we're going to talk specifically on first off the look of the console. I think the console, as I'm looking at it, and as you guys are looking at it too, if you're watching the stream or as a video, I guess. It looks. I think it looks good. You know, I think it looks pretty good, and you know, I really don't understand how people can say that this looks like this looks shitty. You know, I personally don't understand that. But I mean, suppose beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I guess, right? Anyways, so the controller. I'm going to say this about the controller. Okay, I think it looks rather cool too. I think the controller also looks pretty cool, along with the console itself, because it looks like it fits. Even though to me it just looks like all they really did was they made the controller white and a bit more bulkier, and they just left some parts black. Which is fine, really. It's it is pretty cool though. I like the little blue glow in between and stuff like that. It's a good thing. And not to mention the games that came with this are, or well, I'm gonna list a few of them that I'm looking forward to at least. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Um, Sackboy: A Big Adventure. Um, I, you know, there are more. There are more. I just couldn't remember what the rest of them were. Because normally I was paying more attention to Ratchet and Clank and Sackboy over here. Those are the only two I was paying attention to. Really, I forgot about the others. This one game called Stray. I guess I was interested to find out what this game was going to be like. So you know, oh great. So yeah, I'm open minded. I thought I'd see whenever Stray comes out next year, and give it a shot because it looks pretty fun. It looks pretty fun. Um, Ratchet and Clank. I thought that game looked cool. I liked the whole rift mechanic they got going on there. The storyline looks like it's going in a pretty sweet direction. Apparently there's new lawbacks that I guess everyone is hating on, I guess, or some hate, some not hate. I don't know. I mean, like, look, listen, is it really that far fetched for them to go after like another Lombax? I mean, I just want to say that. Is it really that far fetched to introduce another Lombax to the mix? I mean, we had another Lombax back in a crack in time, remember? I mean, why wasn't anybody up in an uproar with that one? Well, then again, I suppose it's because the storyline, fit well with his character, I suppose. But the storyline could fit with this character too. I mean, what you guys are doing right now is called judging a book by its cover. You know, you see a shitty character, I see a possible cool story ahead of us. All sorts of stuff like that. I will admit, there was no Crash game announced, and to be expected, I suppose. I mean, for me at least, it was to be expected because it doesn't really sound like we're gonna be paying attention a lot to Crash now, considering that he had like I don't know, since he's had like these two remasters, reboots, remasters. I don't know, just because of these two things, he's had those two things that put him on the map again. That made people remember his existence. As a character. You I'm not saying it would be suicide to give him another game now. I mean, I'm totally fine with there being another Crash game. That shit's awesome. I'm waiting for another one. That's for sure. But time will tell. Time will tell. Plus, I'm pretty sure if there was another Crash game, I don't think they'd have it planned for 2020. I'm just speculating here, just spitballing here. I think it would be more along the lines of next year. I'm not sure when, but I would say somewhere in 2021, maybe. At least that's my prediction. I'm not entirely sure, you know. But we can sit here and we can predict all we want, and it doesn't really make us right, you know. But yeah, there's a lot of things that I find kind of weird about people with consoles. Like you knock the look all the time. It's like you don't you look at the console. You look and say it's shitty. I normally have this to ask. Well, what will it take for there to be a good, you know, design? And has there ever been a good design for you guys? I mean, because I personally think some of the past, all right, I will admit, all right, the Xbox One, okay, it doesn't really looks rather generic. Looks a lot like a DVD player to me. That's kind of what I use it for. The original Xbox looks like a big bulky box. No pun intended. Yeah, it looks like a box and shit. You know, same could be said about the 360. It's just a more higher tech box. You know, stuff like that. And then with Nintendo, you got GameCube. I thought that one looked pretty good, and it's probably because it was good. Can't knock a cube. You can't. You can't knock the look of a cube. You can't. But yeah. And you got the PS4. You got the PS2. You got the PS1. I think the PS1 looked pretty cool. I for a person who's never played a PS1 before, I actually do like the look of the PS1. It looks pretty cool. And I would say the same goes for PS2 as well, really. I really did enjoy the PS2 in my youngin age. Well, my younger age. I'm still young, I guess, but don't really feel that way. Anyways, but yeah, like what design, like where do you guys like draw the line at what a console should look like? I mean, like, and not to mention when I say this, I actually just when I say these things, I just genuinely want to know, like, what is the concept? Like, if you were to draw out like a concept art of what your console would look like, what would it look like exactly? I'm sure you'd say probably not this, and but yeah, but seriously, what would it look like exactly? I mean, I know what mine would look like. Mine would look like a mumbly jungle mess. Because, well, I'm a nostalgic idiot, you see. So, not only am I going to want, the beautiful HD graphics or the beautiful 4K graphics or whatnot or whatever is higher than 4K now. I don't know. But, yeah. I'm just saying. Not only would I want that, but I'd also like to adventure back in time, to the olden days when things were a little simpler. I'm not gonna say too simple because they were, it was pretty shit. I'm not gonna lie, but just for me, I just feel like judging a book by its cover is really what everybody seems to be doing. Like these years that a new console comes out, really is that I feel like when it comes to a console, it comes down to what like how it plays for me rather than how it looks. Sure, it's going to look stunning. It's going to look beautiful, you know, and stuff like that. To me, it's just how does it play exactly? Like how like some of these games, like what's their mechanics, how they play and whatnot, and how is this going to be like? Is this going to be a good game or is it going to be shit? I'm going to say. I'm going to say there are some really shit games out there. Some of those shit games are kind of fun too. So, you know, good on you if you're a shit game that manages to be fun. Because there are, believe it or not, there are some games out there. Like back in the day, Goat Simulator, I guess, was kind of fun. For like the run that it had. I guess I still kind of find it fun to this day. Actually, I just don't really you know play it too often because there's lots of games for me to choose from now. So yeah, he really likes chess, doesn't he? Anywho, um, yeah, the controller, then like the controller is another one of those things where it looks, and where people say it looks shit, but it also will come down to how would it feel. Like, how would it feel is would be probably a hell of a lot better than how it looks. It can look like a confusing controller, but how would it feel to hold it? You really gotta think of these, these kind of things here. Like, you can't just jump headfirst and say, "Oh, this console is shit," because it looks like shit. I mean, yeah, sure, it looks shit, but I mean, at the end of the day, it comes down to how does it play? Like, does it play awesomely? You wouldn't even know because you take one look at it, you say it's shit, and then you don't pick it up. But it could play amazing, and you wouldn't even know. Now, would you? Now I'm not trying to bash anybody here. I'm not trying to do that. That's a whole can of worms I don't want to open. Okay, that's a whole can of worms I don't want to open. Um, what I feel like is that the console and the controller look amazing. I like them. I like them. Looking forward to Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. I think the new Lombax character looks pretty cool. You know, cool. By the way, I use the word cool, not anything else, because I mean I'm not like I'm psyched. There's another Lombax character, but I'm not too psyched. I mean, because we've seen another Lombax character before, So what I'm wondering is, okay, how does she or he or whatever, I don't give a shit. Like, how does this character fit into the story is what I really want to know. Because for me, I love Ratchet and Clank. Ratchet and Clank is a good game. I've played a whole bunch of them. My only regret in my entire life, okay, was that I'm not going to be able to get a chance to tough it and play Secret Agent Clank again, which I thought was okay. Really, I don't really like it all that much. I much prefer Ratchet Deadlocked, but you know, and I praised it to high heavens in the Ratchet and Clank stream I did. So Ratchet Deadlocked is one of my favorites, at least. So, anyways, yeah, the whole Ratchet and Clank thing. Is my only regrets are that like I said, I'm never gonna be able to tough it and go back to Secret Agent Clank and try to beat the game, and the other regrets are that I've never beat Going Commando or Into the Nexus either. Those were the only two Ratchet and Clank games that I've never beat. I don't count Frontal Assault or All for One because I feel like those two kind of strayed a little too far away from the formula. Even though Frontal Assault kind of stayed at least a little bit close to the formula. You know. But I'm just saying the whole difference of it. I mean, if not, I guess I could give those two another chance and just play it for myself. I mean, I've never played All for One, but I have played Frontal Assault for a little bit. I suppose I can go back and give those a chance. And you know what? Just go back and give all the ones that I never beat a chance. Hell, if I can do it for the channel if there's ever a way. That's the only thing I'm hoping for with the PS5 is that somewhere down the line that there will be backward compatibility. Meaning there's more PS games to choose from. That's what I want to see, but PlayStation doesn't really do that very often. And That's kind of where PlayStation falls flat with me, in my opinion. Because, well, it doesn't. They don't work on backward compatibility. Like, I feel like they're the type of people that say you only think you want backward compatibility, but you really don't. You know, but you really don't. When really there's like a whole bunch of people in the back, a whole bunch of people in the back saying, "Oh, really?" There's like a whole big army of them in the back. Saying that I want to be able to play my favorite PS2 games or my PS3 games, if so, or even hell, even the PS1 games. Even I'm sure one of my good friends would love to see the original Crash trilogy, be backward compatible. You know, I mean, Xbox is kind of a footstep ahead when it comes to backward compatibility. And that's kind of the whole reason why I thought to pre-order the Xbox Series beforehand because of backward compatibility. And their backward compatibility even stretches as far back as the original Xbox era, which is awesome because I actually got to see Blinks the Time Sweeper again. My only the only flaw that had was that in the Xbox One they never really expanded on the original Xboxes, so it's doomed to be just this small little area of games. Half of them which I have no idea what they are, but I only know Grabbed by the Ghoulies, Conquerors Live and Reloaded, um, Blinks the Time Sweeper, as said before, and Psychonauts. Those are the only games I knew. And, oh yeah, Destroy All Humans. I think if I didn't say that already, yeah, that. Those are the only ones I know. And the rest of them I have no clue what they are because I never played them before. Now, why would a person like me want backward compatibility with the Xbox Series when I myself already have the original Xbox and a whole shit ton of games for it? Well, I mean, there are some original Xbox games out there that I don't have yet. And it would be much easier for me to get to them if they have been added, such as Toe Jam and Earl 3. My disc for Toe Jam and Earl 3 is getting a little scratchy, I guess you could say. So that's why having a digital copy would probably be much better, like I did with Psychonauts. And even PlayStation did a good job, with the PlayStation categories, that they had. But however, they did leave out a few characters that kind of put them on the map in the first place, such as Crash Bandicoot, you know, or even Spyro, even I think too. I'm not entirely sure. Um, I feel like even the Ratchet and Clank ones are not even there, which I found surprising. But the only Ratchet and Clank ones that were there was that you had to have like some sort of other membership in order to play them. Which I find to be kind of bullshit if you ask me. If I want to play, my original games, I should be able to play them. I shouldn't have to, buy a goddamn membership. You want money, then put a price tag on the game itself. Don't make me buy a fucking membership just to play this game. You want money, I understand, but paying for the games themselves is already expensive enough because I don't have enough money to go through like every single game. So I could probably only buy like one or two games max, really. So yeah, you're still gonna make bank either way. So not to mention you already have a membership system It literally works like a gold membership. So yeah, PlayStation Plus, that's still a thing. So anyways, enough enough of backward compatibility. Well, not really. I'm still going to be talking about it a little bit. From the PlayStation side of it at least. I just hope that backward compatibility is going to be a thing. In the PS5. They never said anything yet about it. I don't think so. I don't know. I'm left in the dark with that part. Um, but yeah, let's move on to Sackboy. Now, when I saw this game, Sackboy, A Big Adventure, you know, I was surprised that they called it Sackboy, A Big Adventure because I didn't think they were gonna go with the character's name because they've always went with Little Big Planet. Like Little Big Planet 1, Little Big Planet 2, Little Big Planet 3, So I thought this would be Little Big Planet 4, but I suppose in a way it is, but, it's Sackboy, A Big Adventure, and, I thought that was pretty cool. Not to mention, it seems like some of it is changed a bit, so I find that kind of cool right off the bat. I think the camera angling is a little different in the game that I saw, so it's going to be pretty cool. I might be the stupid one that wants this, but I would like another Parappa the Rapper game. I'm the stupid idiot that wants this. I want Parappa the Rapper 3, man. When is it coming? I only heard 2. Is there a 3? Wait, hold on. Is there a 3? If there isn't, I want a third one. Just saying. But I hope to see like more PlayStation characters come to this lovely console we got going on here. Like I said before, Crash Bandicoot, Jack and Daxter? Question mark. I mean, I'm not entirely sure if they're still kicking over there, or if anybody wants to pick up Jack and Daxter. Because I mean, damn, it's a good game. I'm not gonna lie. I'm still planning on doing it for the channel. Or continuing it. I already started it a long time ago. My only problem was that I is not as good at the game as I used to. Well, actually, I wasn't good at it then either. But you know, don't have to be good at games to to play them. You know what I'm saying? But maybe even Spyro will come back. That's what I'm thinking too. Not entirely sure, but we'll see. That's all I can hope for. So yeah. The I can only imagine playing these games now. I can only imagine. Now I'm gonna move on to Stray because I think it looks kind of interesting. Because I've never really played a certain game like this before, I guess. Because it's like I guess a cat that is in a world of robots where I guess the humans are dead. Humans all died off, and there's robots, and the only fleshy thing they got there is a cat. And not only a cat, but it was a stray cat. Doesn't really live with anybody. So I'm interested to find out where that's gonna go with it. Like, what's the story with that? Then there was this one game. Fuck, it's coming out in 2020. Um, for the PS4 as well. But I'm probably gonna wait for it and on the PS5. Really. It's a Bug Snacks game. I think it's called. Yeah, I thought that looked kind of interesting. It's from the creators of Octodad, so I can't go wrong. You know, and I always, knowing me on the channel, I've labeled myself as the cartoon guy. Because it always seemed like anything I do on this channel, it always has to come down to a cartoon character for some reason. And there's barely any grittiness on my channel, and even when there is, it's only for like one or two games. But anyway, the Bug Snacks game looks interesting too. It's it's a really weird looking game, but then again, I like weird. I played Slime Rancher. That's more cute than weird, actually. Um, the Bugs Next game I thought was kind of weird, but it was like the good kind of weird, like the fun kind of weird, like not to mention it's like a survival game too. You gotta catch the bug snacks, and stuff. And I guess there's something that happens where they all cluster together to make an enemy. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, my stream is not for anybody that did not watch the PlayStation thing. I'm probably spoiling a whole bunch for you. My stream is not for that. Should probably label that there might be spoilers. Shit. Oh well, I'll fix that as soon as possible. Um, yeah. As for the other games I'm excited for, I couldn't remember what they were. I'm excited for. Oh yeah. Oh, Oddworld. Right. How could I forget? Oddworld. Yes, I'm looking forward to that game too. It looks fucking glorious, and the game itself, you know, like I can never pinpoint like if these were reboots of the first and second, Oddworld games. They definitely look like they are, but I'm not entirely sure. Um, okay, so my microphone is working, but yeah, I mean, the Oddworld game looks kind of fun. I've played New and Tasty just for a little while and realized I sucked at it, and yeah, I'm wondering what the Oddworld inhabitants people are doing for Oddworld exactly. Like, are they going back and rebooting like all of them? Like, are we gonna get a Munch's Odyssey reboot too, or is Munch's Odyssey just gonna stay where it is? I would really like to see a Munch's Odyssey reboot. Now that I think about it, I mean, since Oddworld inhabitants have been rebooting, their first and second games like flawlessly. It looks like. Um, I would like to see Munch's Odyssey rebooted too. Not sure if they're gonna do Stranger's Wrath though. I would like a sequel with that one though. Yeah, please let there be a sequel for that one because I saw the ending of that game. And it feels like there's a cliffhanger there. Unless you could at least give me, at least if Oddworld inhabitants can at least give me like some closure here. Like, did he die? When he swam off, or is he just, or has he just fucked off and you know kind of went to take over a new town or some shit like that? That's what I want to know. Like, there's like he's got to be coming back. You know what? Fuck it. It's an old game. I can say it. Secto's got to be coming back, right? I mean, because I'm just saying, Secto, he swam off at the end of the game, so I'm wondering if he's coming back. Like maybe he's terrorizing another town. Maybe you're not even Stranger anymore. Maybe you're a whole new character. I don't know. Beats me. All I know is I want like some sort of sequel. Like, do we ever get to see this man get defeated? This Squid Octo thing? Do we ever see it get defeated, or is it just gonna keep fucking off? Give me some goddamn closure, please. I need to move on from this. uh, this is going lovely. Okay. So, we've gone over everything. I've repeated myself a grand total of 5 or 6 times, maybe even 7, maybe even more. I don't know. Beats me. But, yeah. It's just one of those things. So I suppose I'll just end it with my opinion, I guess. My opinion is I think the PS5 is cool looking, but but I'm not throwing any hate towards the Xbox either. You know, I think the Xbox is also cool too. You know, what I feel is that I think people are just so too quick to judge. And they judge upon looks. When it comes to the beginning of everything, they always judge upon looks, I guess. But as it comes out, you're gonna have to play it for yourself to see if you like it. I feel like it shouldn't. Like I feel like it shouldn't come to how it looks, really, because if you don't like the way it looks, I usually say then, and it's going to be a problem, then don't buy it. You know, I mean, if you're gonna want to play games on it, and stuff like that. Well, my point is this: you don't. I feel like I need to say this, as my opinion. I feel like you shouldn't buy a console just because it looks good in your specific room. Okay, you buy it for entertainment, and that's what it's made for. It's made for specifically to entertain people, not conversation piece in your white room or whatever room you have. I don't know. Any room in particular, if it just goes with the room that you're in, just no. Okay. At the end of the day, it comes down to how it plays. Not only how it plays, but how it feels too. If it don't feel right, it don't feel right. If it plays good, it plays good. That's now we wait. We sit here and we wait. Just like we've been doing for the rest of our lives. We wait. So, I hope you've enjoyed the live stream or video, depending on how you're watching it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you did, or you just did, make sure to ring the bell so you can keep up to date with every single video and live stream that I do for this channel. Everything regarding me is in the description down below. Do check them out if you're interested. And do remember this. I don't want just you, but I want everybody to stay glitchy. Ciao, babies. And I'll see you next time. But before I before I go and fuck off myself, I should probably tell you that the amiibo tourneys will be coming. Which means that, quite possibly, that Ratchet and Clank stream will probably be the first amiibo tourney. Maybe. Yeah, it will be. Amiibo tourney will be coming Friday. So, we'll see who becomes the two champions on Friday. See you then. Goodbye. Sleep tight, everybody. Make sure to get some sleep if you're watching this as a stream. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye, babies.